Good morning. I call this hearing to order. Today's oversight hearing will be looking at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the NRC. I'd like to welcome Chairman Svinicki, Commissioner Baran, and Commissioner Burns. Welcome. And I'm sad to say that the Commission remains without its full strength of 5 commissioners. This is a situation I am eager to resolve. I continue to believe that the Commission functions best with all 5 commissioners in place. I'm a strong supporter of nuclear energy. It is a vital component of an all-of-the-above approach to American energy. For our country to continue to benefit from nuclear energy, we need the NRC to be an effective, efficient, and predictable regulator. The NRC's efficiency principle of good regulation states, quote, "The American taxpayer, the rate-paying consumer, and licensees are all entitled to the best possible management and administration of regulatory activities." I agree. It is our committee's responsibility to assess the agency's performance. While the NRC's safety mission is paramount, the NRC must execute that mission in a fiscally responsible and timely fashion. My home state of Wyoming plays a key role in the American nuclear energy supply. It produces more uranium than any other state. I want to commend the Commission for agreeing to extend the duration of uranium recovery licenses from 10 years to 20 years. This is an important recognition that the regulatory burden placed on these facilities is disproportionately high, given how the NRC considers their operations to be, quote, low risk. The growth of this regulatory burden is clear in the monthly report. The NRC is taking far longer to make uranium recovery decisions than it did 10 years ago. This general lack of urgency is troubling, as uranium producers struggle with depressed prices and U.S. uranium production is at levels that we haven't seen since the early 1950s, the need for timely decision-making from the NRC is greater than ever. The NRC is also lagging in its progress toward instituting flat fees for routine uranium recovery licensing actions. These would be fees on uranium producers by the NRC that wouldn't increase. 4 years seems to be an inordinate amount of time for the NRC to institute flat fees, given that some of the NRC's agreement states, meaning states that have assumed responsibility for regulating their uranium recovery facilities, already have flat fees in place. Wyoming is seeking to become an NRC agreement state and assume responsibility for regulating its uranium recovery facilities. While this will be a positive step for Wyoming and its uranium producers, it's also a strong verdict on the need for the NRC to improve its performance. Improving performance was the goal of the NRC's Project AIM 2020. Quote, to transform the agency over the next 5 years, this says, to improve the effectiveness, efficiency, and agility of the NRC. Unfortunately, Project AIM 2020 seems to be ending prematurely. The most recent Project AIM status report indicates that the NRC will complete the vast majority of action items early next year, and the NRC staff will no longer report on it. Project AIM 2020 is becoming Project AIM 2018, yet the challenges facing the NRC remain. These include premature closures of nuclear power plants, decreased licensing work at the NRC, and declining new reactor reviews at the NRC. The NRC must continuously strive to improve its performance. This requires diligent leadership from the Commission, so I look forward to having a discussion today with the Commission about these important issues. Following the opening statement by Ranking Member Carper, we'll continue with the committee's practice of a 5-minute opening statement from Chairman Svinicki and then 2-minute statements from each of the commissioners. With that, I'd now like to turn to the Ranking Member for his statement. Senator Carper.
Thanks.